Welcome back to DS Trucks. Guys, we've got a good one for you today. We have a really cool mod I am extremely excited to bring to you. It is the Built Right mount for the rear seat. This allows you to mount all kind of hardware and tools, whatever you want to mount to the rear of your seat, which gives you a huge surface to hold things, whether it's a power inverter, whether it's a fire extinguisher, whether it's hammers, whatever. It is something that can save a lot of space in the truck. Now, this is a really cool idea. How well it will work in the real world is gonna be something to be determined. Now, I am taking a risk by buying this because I don't know how good it's gonna work, but from the pictures that I've seen, it works. It looks like it's gonna work really well. Built Right, they also have these great design systems that can mount in other locations. Like, for example, they have some of these that mount to your truck bed in this fashion up in here to let you mount stuff. We don't have all that yet. I really liked what I saw for the rear of the seat. Hopefully it works. So this is also going to be a how-to install video. I don't have any instructions though. I do not think Built Right has the instructions out. At the time of making this video, I do not believe Built Right has the instructions for the install. Nonetheless, it's pretty straightforward, but the complicated part is going to be this lower bracket that holds the bottom of the great design system. It holds the bottom to the seat. I'm not sure how that goes, but I'll have to figure it out. So this is going to be a how-to video, how to install, as well as overall review of the Built Right Industries seat mounting system. So anyway, let's jump inside the truck. See you in the truck. All right, guys, so here we are inside of the truck. Please excuse a little bit of mess that I have in here because I do have some stuff just kind of laying around here, which is why I ordered the Built Right, to eliminate having some stuff sitting in the truck. But essentially the install is pretty straightforward. The one mount goes here to the seat, to the headrest. Simple enough, real sturdy, strong point. But the part that's going to be a little bit tougher is under here. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull back some of this leather and see what's underneath the seat here. See you guys once we get this pulled back a little bit. All right, so underneath here there seems to be these little straps that are holding the bottom of the seat leather material down. Now, underneath there are two push pins that you have to remove to allow for the strap to come out. There's one, and this one is already lowered on this side. Right here, it's already lowered so that this little strap can come off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other one off. Got a little cat claw right here. Gonna get it off so that I can pull this back and see how exactly I'm gonna install this. Anyway, let me go ahead and get that off. Alright guys, so let me show you the challenge of installing the Built Right seat mounting system. So number one, the issue that I'm having is the bracket. I'm going to go out and say it is not engineered good enough in my opinion. The problem that I have with it is, aside from not having instructions on how to install it, it is not as wide as the material on this 2020 SuperDuty. Now this is a leather seat, and when you look at the video footage you can tell that they've kind of folded this in a little bit, kind of like this, to get this to fit. Now with my XL, my 2019 XL, it looks like, because it is a cheaper, simpler seat, it doesn't seem to have that issue. Like I say, the loops, they don't, if this one catches, if this one's wide enough, look how short this end comes up. So it's gonna cause me to have to fold this material. I'm not thrilled about that. And this material won't fold because it has this plastic ear that kind of extends into it. So I might just trim this down a little bit so that the material can give enough to allow it to fit, which is not what we want to be doing with a product like this. So Built Right, if you see this, is there any way to make this part wider so it can fit? So another issue that I had is trying to actually get this lower piece installed What I've found is if I unzip the seat all the way, I'm not all the way up, but higher, a little bit higher, I can sneak this past through here, and I can sneak it down to where it needs to go. All right, guys, so I'm gonna sneak this part into here. So they want it mounted like this. I'm gonna sneak it in by going through all this extra. Like I said, I've zipped this up extra, so I'll sneak it back through here, kind of like so, and then it's gonna come out through here. I've also zipped the other side up, and then it comes out, and there it goes. So, and then you can slide it down. You can kind of peek in there. There's some wiring that you don't want to catch, and then you can sneak it down. Now, there is a little latch right here that you could probably undo, which I don't think I want to undo it because I won't be able to reattach it. So, but yeah. Now that this is in here, the issue that I have is that this doesn't fit. You have to, this is gonna bunch. This is gonna bunch up. So that's not ideal. I mean, I guess it is what it is. I guess that's how they had to do it. But it's gonna require me to make a small little adjustment here, I think. We'll see. Anyway, let's keep moving forward with this install. All right, guys, so I got the bracket mounted pretty good. The J-clips are tightened up. Now here's a look of how that worked out. Oh, if I could peel in there. There's one. Like I said, there's a little J-clip wrapped around there, holding that on. So those are those little black clips. And then here's the other side. There's the bolt, and it seems pretty good. Now, problem that I was saying is the loop that is given, I don't feel like it's big enough. Like I say, guys, it's not big enough to fully wrap around. So now look how it bunches. Not the end of the world, but I would like it to not be bunched. But like I say, this loop, if it extended a little more to wrap, then it would not be an issue. But anyway, let me go ahead and continue to kind of work with this and see how it turns out. All right, guys, so this side here is already zipped down, so I want to show you guys what I kind of decided to do and how it is turning out. So what I decided is to go ahead and trim my plastic ear just enough to line up with the bracket's width. So I'm kind of just eyeballing it, and I'm just trimming this so when it finally gets pulled tight, it will fit within I'm gonna actually cut it left-handed. I'm trimming this so that when I go ahead and put this on, it will fit with the width of the available loop, which I wish it was a little bigger so that I didn't have to do that and it could just go on normal without bunching. But minor complaint. It's gonna bunch up like that. Now to zip this down, these are actually kind of difficult to zip down, and I'm just using a poly tool to just push it down like that. And see, it's tough because you've got to zip it down while it's in this position, which is not easy. And it reaches the built right area where it gets bunched, and it doesn't have a problem really folding and fitting with that once you've trimmed that plastic piece down. There's a little pocket here that's supposed to accept this plastic, so we'll try and do that as best we can. Again, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna zip this thing down with this lack of space here, but I gotta be careful not to stab myself also. But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It still looks okay. It's not, you know, instructions would be nice. That's why if you are doing this, then, you know, instructions would be nice. Looks like my zipper hit my plastic and got stuck, but nonetheless still zipping down. And then once we reach this point, I can pull it all the way down. And then this zipper actually tucks in back into here. From there. And then we have these two straps that go underneath that reach under. Let me crawl under here. They actually reach under and attach. Pretty straightforward and simple. Just like so. Now, like I say, I wish this wasn't the case with this bunching, but I can try to fold this a little nicer so it doesn't look as noticeable, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, I wish that wasn't how, you know, for the price point, you know, it wasn't like that, but I guess it is what it is. Now, I guess that kind of is unfortunate, but I guess that's just how it's designed, and a little bit of a shortcoming here, which is not typically what you'd expect from Built Right. I think trimming that little bit of plastic off, because if it weren't for trimming that off, it would try to force it all the way over there, which could be an issue. It is low down on the seat, so it's not a big deal. Now, they do give you these little rubber protection things. I don't know what they're for exactly. Like I said, there's no instructions, but I'm gonna use them here because this is where it's touching metal against leather. So we'll sneak this down in here and we'll attach it to here. Pretty cool, looks good. So yeah, let's check it out. All right, check it out, guys. It looks pretty good there. Everything looks nice, except for this one little spot where it gets curled up. I mean, I don't know how they dropped the ball a little bit there, but aside from that, it does look good. Now, at least it is kind of low and unseen. It's not a huge deal, but I would like a little better. Set the seat where it normally sits. I think it sits a little lower normally. All right, so yeah, that's kind of how it's gonna look. Like I said, one negative is how it fits down here, but guess it is what it is. You can mount things to your seat now, so I gotta tighten some more stuff up. Another thing, you can't move your headrest like up and down anymore, but that's not a huge factor. But anyway, let me finish tightening everything up and we'll see you guys at the next scene. All right, so all in all, the install wasn't too terrible. Yeah, I had to figure it out myself, but if this video can help anybody, I will be happy. One complaint, you know, it bunches up down here. Not a huge deal for what it kind of provides. They do give you some cushion material, which I trimmed, but if you look in there, there's a little bit of cushion material that is double-sided and is in there. I wish that it wasn't the case, but you know. But anyway, the rest of the install was pretty smooth, aside from that little bit of trim that doesn't really work that good. This I had laying around, this strap I had laying around the house, so I figured I'd try it out. I'm not gonna run the drill right here. It's kind of heavy for this, but you can just pop that off and grab it. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. You can put things, they actually sell these on builtright.com, and you can put more of these, whatever, anywhere on here that you want. So pretty cool. My plan is maybe to grab a power inverter or something like that, so I can mount it maybe down on the lower section, and then I can charge these batteries that I have, these large batteries that I have. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll put one. These actually would work if they'd fit right on here if I had the right hardware, but I need to really get a really big charger and a pretty big inverter, because you really want the charge time to be kind of fast, because the engine's going to be running, so you really would want something with a really fast charge time. So I got to look into that, one or two of those big ones, big chargers. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. The Built Right rear seat is installed. and it is pretty cool. So comment below, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the install. This is DS Trucks. My name is Sean. See you guys in the next video. Over and out.